Diversification is thrown around a lot in finance. It can be a very polarizing topic as well, as different people have different opinions on it. But in this video, we're just going to stick to the basics when it comes to diversification. So what is diversification? Well, according to Investopedia, diversification is owning a wide variety of investments with different characteristics to reduce volatility. Nice. What do we mean by volatility? Volatility represents how greatly an asset's price swings around its average price. The bigger the swings, the higher the volatility. There are a number of different statistics that we can use to measure volatility. However, for this video, we're going to stick with standard deviation, as most people have a general idea of what that is and what a bell curve is. For example, let's say hypothetical mutual fund A has a standard deviation of 15%, with an average rate of return of 10%, and its returns are normally distributed. This means that it follows the 68, 95, 99.7 empirical rule. So 68% of mutual fund A's annual returns will be between negative 5% and 25%. 95% of the time, it will be between 20%, negative 20%, and 40%. And 99% of the time, it will be between negative 35% and 55%. The theory behind diversification is to reduce the volatility for a specific annual return as much as possible. For example, Tommy wants his portfolio to achieve an annual rate of return of 9%. Now, ideally, he would like to have a standard deviation of 0, or a volatility of 0, which basically means that he's going to achieve a 9% annual rate of return every single year without any swings. That's not super realistic. In finance, the theory is that there is a high level of correlation between the risk someone takes and the amount of returns they get. i.e., the higher I want my returns to be, the more risk I need to take, and vice versa. Risk in this video will be volatility or standard deviation. So what does Tommy do? Well, he can go to his financial advisor, or he can do it himself, and create a portfolio of different investments that reduces his volatility as far down as it possibly can, while theoretically getting an annual rate of return of 9%. I say theoretically because in finance, there's no guarantees. You can't guarantee a specific amount of return every single year. So I know what you're thinking right now. You're probably thinking, hey, Brennan, that's great and all, but how do I pick my own investments and create this portfolio with all these different investments in them? Well, that's a great question. Obviously, if you're working with a financial advisor, they're going to do that for you. However, if you're a DIY person, somebody that wants to manage their own investments, then there are some suggestions that you can get from modern portfolio theory. I can't tell you what to invest in, but modern portfolio theory does have some suggestions when it comes to constructing a portfolio. Full disclaimer, I am not saying that modern portfolio theory is the best way to construct a portfolio, or it's the only way to construct a portfolio. It is, however, a commonly used way to construct portfolios, and I'm going to use it as an example for this diversified portfolio video. Modern portfolio theory is based on statistical measures such as variance and correlation. A single investment's performance is less important than how it impacts the entire portfolio. Correlation is the relationship between two or more things, and a correlation is between -1 and +1. -1 means that the things move perfectly opposite of each other. +1 means the two things or more things move perfectly together with one another. And 0 means that there is no relationship between the things that you're looking at. At the end of the day, you're going to have to come up with your own opinion on diversification. There's a lot of different opinions out there, and everybody has their own different way of thinking about it. There are some individuals that think you need to have 20 different types of mutual funds and ETFs to be diversified. And then there are other people that think you only need 10 different individual stocks. Whatever it is and whatever you decide that's right for you, you need to make sure that you're doing your homework and you're getting your facts straight. Now, if you're interested in learning a little bit more about diversification or want to get started on your investing journey, Give me a call or email me, and please remember to like and subscribe.